There's an entirely new look to college football this season with so many teams heading to new conferences. And there's real excitement in the air today as EA Sports releases its first college football video game in over a decade. The new College Football 25 is nothing the gaming world has seen before. Playing the game contributor Paul Crane is here with more. Paul, good morning to you.
Good morning, Chris. This is a big deal. The last time we saw a college football video game from EA Sports was 2013, when players were not identified by name, but everyone knew who they were. Those games ended with a lawsuit brought by former UCLA basketball star Ed O'Bannon over athletes not getting paid for their name, image, or likeness. That led to the new NIL rules allowing players to be paid, and a remarkable reboot to the college football video game world.
What an exciting time to be a college football fan.
EA Sports' new College Football 25 has real players on real teams in an unreal video game experience.
I don't think I've seen a game people as excited for this, other than maybe a Grand Theft Auto type of thing, but it feels like this is one of those things that it's bringing everybody together. There's so much here that no matter what type of football fan you are, you're going to find something to enjoy.
The game includes players, stadiums, and fan experiences from 134 college football teams, large and small. EA Sports has brought new life to an old slogan: if it's in the game, it's in the game.
And the fact they're able to go to, say, Florida and scan and get the Gator head and get that experience, getting the intro at Penn State with Zombie Nation and the We Are Penn State chant. 15 years ago, you couldn't imagine just having the resources to do it. Now you are getting as close to true to life as you've ever gotten.
The game has everything from weather conditions to differing times of day or night, and these players are playing football.
You run a player over and over in this video game, he's likely to get injured and have body parts wear down. How different is that going to be for players who take part?
That's going to be a game changer for a lot of people. Part of it might be their injury resistance, because they could have a shoulder problem. They could see their legs start. Individual body parts could now start to be affected.
Players included get $600 and a free copy of the game. That may prove to be a real bargain.
Based on what I'm hearing about the interest and what EA might expect for these sales to be, I could only see this going up year over year.
It feels like we're more at the beginning of something than the end.
Absolutely.
With 134 teams and roster limits of 85 players, the payout is more than $6.8 million. It's the largest NIL deal ever, and looks like it's only going to get bigger and bigger. You know, EA Sports had expected between 7,000 and 8,000 players to apply and got more than 13,000 applications. Well, not every player made it, but those who did have become part of college football history.
And we can only imagine how big this is for the gaming industry, Paul. But what about college football?
Oh, it's huge. There are campuses and teams that are so excited they're throwing watch parties. Even though they're not watching a game, they're playing. Arkansas has one going on in Fayetteville where fans are able to get their stadium, their players, their mascot, their team, and play against others. And around the country, even the big schools and small schools are all included, so anyone wanting that stadium experience can get it. It's really quite remarkable.
And Paul, just looking at some of the video there, the detailing in these games now is so incredible. How detailed is it beyond running and throwing the football? It looks so real.
It's amazing. Any college football fan that gets their hands on this, and some have already gotten a chance to look at parts of it, have found that even little things that take place on their campuses are included in this game. We heard the Penn State, "We Are Penn State" chant, but there are many little things from other campuses, all 134, that EA Sports has really done a remarkable job in terms of detailing it in this game. And I was looking earlier, because of all the outages today and the internet issues, EA Sports had some issues, but nothing major in terms of downloading the game. They had really beefed up their servers in advance of the game being dropped today. And so far, so good for the most part. And one can only imagine, Chris, that this thing is going to explode among gamers and college football fans.
Just saw the Husky mascot from the University of Washington go across the screen. Very cool. Paul Crane live in the newsroom. Paul, thank you. Well, the time